guys, we're at the Cape Coast Castle. This was where, after they captured the slave, they were brought and stored in cages to be packed on the boat to the West Indies. So this is the journey. This is the castle. Yes, guys. Right here. And then these are the shorelines. So this is the castle. And guys, if you look down there, you can see some cannons. And this is the shoreline, the Atlantic Ocean. This is the castle. So I'm gonna go across right here. So see if I can. Are the old cannons. Do you see? Look at those cannons, guys. This is where our ancestors were boarded, stored. Guess they were. And then I think this was where Christianity. Can I get a picture of you? We're in the Cape Castle. This is the interior. Here it is, guys. This is where our ancestors were held and prepped. Really fussy. So there are some cannonballs right here. So there's still a lot of cannonballs. So there's a lot of cannonballs. See? Look at the castle, guys. Grand for that era. Castle is grand. This is just the upper part of the castle. Look at that. And I had to pay to come in here, 40 CDs. And my ancestors came here free. Famous Cape Castle. Look at all these cannons, cannonballs. And yes, guys, just right. See? We're load. At the castle again. This is Cape Castle, Grand Castle.
Gentle slope.
Okay.
A brief history about this castle. There are 3 main castles in Ghana and about 14 existing forts. The first castle, Elmina, you can also call it St. George. It was built by Portuguese in 1482. The second castle is in Accra, Osu, Christian Castle, built by Danish, 1661. And this is British Castle, 1665. So age-wise, Cape Coast Castle, it is now 356 years. But this edifice was built in stages. Portuguese were defeated by the Dutch. So they came here to build a dwelling lodge. They named the lodge Cabo Corso by their language in 1555. They abandoned the lodge, they left. Swedish came, they built a small fortified fort at the same place. They named the fort Fort Carlsberg in 1653, but that same fort changed hands from the Danes, the Dutch before British. So this castle, addition demolition, it was built over a period of 300 years. And materials used were burnt bricks, marble stones, lime powder shells, but no cement. So as you are going around, all the cement work that you see, they are recent developments, and they never use iron rods as part of the materials. And some of the Africans were used as laborers for its construction. Elmina Castle in those days, it was built for mining or for trading, and this one purposely for slaves. So our discussion this afternoon will be based on the transatlantic slave trade, where most of the Africans were enslaved to working plantations over there. In those days, so they say that most of them were captured in the tribal conflict. Some were seen as wrongdoers, some were debtors, and some didn't commit any crime. But irrespective of where they were coming from, they work. Salaga is in the northern part, but that was the biggest slave market. We have Yendi, Paga coming down to the central region, a village called Asana Manson. That was where the people had the last shower in the river. So that river is still there, but it became a slave river on Nonconcio. So they had a last shower in there, then they walked from there. So Asana Manson, the Cape Coast, is 1 hour, 3-minute drive. So from that village, they walked barefooted to the castle with the middlemen. And the second floor, I'll take you there. So we call that second floor Palaver Hall, which means to talk, to bargain. So that was where enslaved African men and women were examined. And in those days was barter trade, where human beings were exchanged for guns, gunpowder, knives, textiles, looking mirror, and other European commodities. So from the markets, they were separated. But for easy identification, branded irons were placed in the fire. Then hot metal from the fire, the people were given the mark. So this is where our enslaved fathers, our brothers were held, the men. And we also have the female dungeon on the other side. So as I said, the walking tour, we are going to spend about 45 minutes to 1 hour before the tour will be over. Questions are welcome at any point. So let us go down, be my guest. Still we have the slope. So just be mindful of the floor. Careful, careful. So this castle was officially opened to public in 1974. It was listed by UNESCO in 1979. So this is now the World Heritage Site. But let's see the life in the dungeons. So you follow me down. Let's imagine in those days, careful, calm down. So the second light.
Wow.
So my wonderful guests, please manage to calm down. Manage to calm down. I want all of us to have a feel. And this is the red dungeon. In those days, they lived in total darkness. The only source of light and ventilation were the small openings up there. And the 5 sections designed for 1,000 space. But ironically, we are under the church. So on top of the male dungeon, it happens to be the church. It wasn't a church for the enslaved African men and women, but it was a church for British officials. So I will tell you more and we'll see the church outside. Let us come here, join me, and let's see the life in the dungeon. Come with me, come with me. The dungeon and the waiting room. This was the place that the enslaved African men.
Akwaaba, welcome. So now we are back. We're back. I did this for my ancestor. Akwaaba, welcome. We're returning from Jamaica. We're returning.
ventilation on them, the dead cell.
Dead cell.
Yes. Dead cell reason being that the men asking questions, fighting for their rights, they were seen as stubborn people. They want them to die, but they don't want to waste bullets. So for this side, they were denied of food, no water,
No light.
no ventilation. The first original door was here locked up. The second door locked up, but later on the two removed, made the last one, which is only one original door light. So for this place, they struggle, and not more than 3 days, you will die. They don't want them to rebel against the officers. So when the stubborn people died, they will just go down to the male dungeon to call another group who are also disturbing to come and take the bodies out. So seeing the place as you are going back to the dungeon, it will be a lesson for you. So may their souls rest in peace. And this also became the door of no return, because all those who were brought here,
died.
nobody returned alive. But watch your head as we did. We are doing the same. Make sure you watch.
castle. This castle was built by the Portuguese. See my African friends.
So listen to me.
It's called El Mina. This is the entrance of the castle. This is El Mina. Castle El Mina. But the day done, but now we're going into there maybe another time. We come, we do it. It's big though. Look at all that.